I was going to do some work out on the stairs, the exterior stairs. I still got that project going, but I wanted to do something else first. And what do you suppose it is? Here's a piece of mesh. It's powder coated metal. I've already used a little piece of it. And I've got my drill out, my screws out, my knee pad, my nail bag on, and I'm all ready to do this project. If you want to see what it is, stick around. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you probably already know what I'm going to do, because I've already done it on one. And I was walking around the house the other day, and I didn't notice this until just recently. Another exhaust vent. I was walking along the house and I saw that one up there. I forgot about this one because the bush was right here. Look up underneath there. That's a pretty good one. See? That covers it like that. And that's about a, I don't know, a 4 to 5 inch exhaust vent or something inside the house, and I wasn't quite sure what it was. Looking in the house, I turned the exhaust fan on in the bathroom, and it's not that. I turned the exhaust hood on in the kitchen, and that's for that up there. I'm in a quandary wondering what the heck that one was for, and it might go underneath the house and do something somewhere underneath there. I don't know. I've got an old set of plans. I could look on that and see where that goes, but my concern is, you see how close it is to the ground, and it's stucco. Nice little climbing wall for mice, rats, and squirrels. Lucky for me, I don't think anything's been in here yet. I put my hand in there, felt around. I pulled out some dirt and stuff earlier. And I had another vent like this, a little bit smaller on the other side of the house. And I ended up putting that little screen on there. Make sure you don't do it on a dryer vent, because you get lint caught up against that. So it has to be an exhaust vent for something. And you can prevent a mouse or rat, squirrel, whatever, climbing up there and making itself a nest up inside of there. Granted, it won't get inside your house, but it'll get inside your vent, and it will go all the way over to your exhaust hood or your exhaust in your bathroom, whatever, in your ceiling, and it could make a nest anywhere up inside of there. And that's what happened on the other side of the house. And I saw that and I fixed it all, and all that's on my videos on my YouTube channel, of course. So on this one here, that's what that material's going to be for. That little piece of metal mesh that I have, and I'm gonna take a measurement here in a minute and see how wide that is. I hope the stuff that I have will work, and I'm pretty sure it will. Inches wide, and I think that hole for the exhaust pipe is probably 6 inches or less up inside of there. I'm going to take a measurement here real quick and see what it is. It's about 6 1/4, but that's, the pipe is 6 inch, and then there's a little edge around it. So now I can measure up here. Looks like 6 inches. 6 by 6. I can cut that little piece. I'll get you in there, just so you can see what I'm measuring. See, the hole is 6 inches in diameter, and then it's got some metal on the outside edge on both sides. And if I cut it 6 by 6 and push it up almost all the way up there and let it hang just beyond this edge, or even flush with this edge, okay, along there, that should be fine. And then all I'm going to do is put 2 screws in it, one there, one there. And I went to the store. I was trying to find something. I was trying to find some foundation vent screen. I looked and looked and looked. I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, and they had some other stuff that was a little bit more tinny than this. It was an aluminum color. It wasn't as heavy as this, and I didn't want plastic. This is metal, okay? And I turned around and looked, and I thought, hey, this will work. And you know what it is? You see how it's grooved? It's grooved there. It's designed for a gutter. And you put this over the top of the gutter and kind of hook it in where the gutter is and kind of fit it. And then this part fits kind of underneath your roof or right up against your gutter, right up against your shingles, so that nothing gets down inside your gutter. That's kind of slick, you know. Just 3-foot lengths at the store, and you can lay them in there. I might even try that on my gutter. Now, all gutters are not the same, and so if your gutter is not as wide as this, you'd have to cut some of this off or something. But this little edge in here is kind of designed to kind of fit up inside the gutter flange, just before the outside of the gutter. Okay, I might try that one of these days. But for now, first and foremost, I'm gonna just end up using it to cut little pieces here, and I'm gonna make it what I need. I'm having a hard time seeing where that pencil mark is, but I can see where it is. I'm gonna cut right there, and I can just follow that up. And I'm gonna grab my tin snips, and actually I'm gonna hold that up in there again. Before, I marked it on this over here. I could barely see the pencil mark on that when I cut that, so that worked out okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this 6. Come on, right there. Gonna go right up that line. I'm just using my tin snips. This time I gotta cut this. I didn't do that on the last one because I was saving that little piece because I wasn't sure if I could use it for anything. So see, I've still got this much for little patches or little things that I want to do. And when I measured this before, I think see there, it's 6 inches, a little over 6 inches to this edge. So I've got to somehow be careful with this thing. And I've got to cut that edge off. I'm not quite sure I'm going to do that just yet. One cut at a time. that big old flange off. I'm hoping to bend it up because I don't know. See, I think I've got to cut this thing off first. I'm going to cut this off. Just pieces of it so I can flop that flange up because I'm trying to use this whole thing. There we go. Okay. Now what? I guess I can cut it right there. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so there's my piece. And I'm just gonna push that up in there. I'll probably use the factory edge on the bottom. Here's the factory edge. I'll push that up there, and I'll poke a little hole here and there with my scratch awl. I've got some little screws. I only had this little case. I don't normally get screws like this in a case, but you know, they come in handy. And I don't need anything really super big. I think this size will be just right here. I think those will be just fine. Let's see, here's the factory edge. And look at that, it fits right perfect. Right in there. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. And you know what? I brought my drill bits out here. I don't know why I did that. I'm not going to need my drill bits. That metal around that housing is probably really thin. And I should be able to just take a scratch awl and poke it before I do that.